Again guys, so in this video I want to show you how to install the Docker n8n. So first to install the Docker n8n, we can check this out. So I've already installed my Docker. So if the Docker is not installed yet, you can use this one. But let me check the Docker version of it, because I'm going to use ChatGPT to follow everything up. So this is Docker version. As you can see, this is my Docker version. This is how you can install it. Now, we have to check the Docker Compose version, the one we are going to use. So they say the Docker Compose version not found. So once to install it, we must use this snap install Docker. Okay, snap Docker. So I think I'm going to copy this and install both of them. This is how we are going to install both of it. So like they said, the error resolved, blah blah blah. Let us run the Docker Compose to see our report. So we are going to feed this error back to ChatGPT, because what we are going to do now is full automation. Okay, I'm going to run this thing on full automation. So first thing they want to us to remove the containerized. After removing the containerized, then we have to clean setup Docker. Okay. We already installed Docker. This week I'm cost trouble. We are displaying this one to provide the opportunity to cancel this installation. So Ctrl C and let's click on enable Docker. So we are done with that one, Docker version. Now this Docker version, let us install this one manually. The Docker Compose, you have to install this one manually, and we chmod it. After chmoding the Docker, then we are going to check the version of the Docker. Now we have this version of the Docker, then we can start with the installation. Blim. So after installing this, now we are going to make a directory. So this will be our directory, n8n Docker, and where I want to nano install the compose, and we are going to paste this here. Okay. Now this is the username. I'm going to change it. Okay, I'm going to change this username, and we have this address of your VPS. So like I said, the address of your VPS will be here. You have this host, okay, the host of your VPS, your IP address of the this thing you are using. I have to get my IP address. IP address. Let's go for it. So I'm going to just press Ctrl X, and just Ctrl X, Y, and enter. So I'm going to come back to that one. So this is my IP. Where's my IP address? Then you see my IP address. What the heck is going on? Where is my IP? Obaka will now come for me, sir. 0. Okay, look for something I next. I think I'm going to check this one later. Maybe there is my IP address. I don't even know. But I think I can check from my I don't know if this is going to clear everything. Okay, I think it cleared everything. So let us go for the nano compose. I'm going to get my IP address from these my comptable. So we are going to replace this with your IP address. This is my address. So let me just copy it for now. And just going to delete, if I can delete it. Okay. So let us move this button here. Now your hosts. So I'm going to ask him, this is my IP address. This is my address. So I want to ask him, this is my address. No. We are doing this thing as a non-techie guy. Okay. So modify my YML. So this one is going to modify our YML. Okay. Now this one we are going to change it. So we have completed this one. And the next thing is we are going to delete all this one. Let us go back. I'm going to delete all this one. So let us delete it. But don't worry guys, I'm still going to delete everything. So I'm going to actually input my password because I'm going to run anything. So we are going to change this one to admin and we are going to leave it like that. As for the password, I'm going to use teaching. So I'm going to use teaching 2.25. So that will be my password. I'm going to still remove everything, okay? Don't go out and be showing your password out there. I'm going to change everything. So I'm going to press Ctrl X and Ctrl Y and click on Enter. So after we are done with that one, let us go up back and then we are finished with this thing. And the next thing is start Docker compose org. So it's going to pull the anything and run it for us. Let me see the time. I don't want this video to be long. So almost like 8 minutes. So after this thing, you can now run your workflow. First thing you have to do is to set up what we call the community node. Okay, you have to set up the community node. I don't know how long it's going to be. Okay, so give me the require community node. Because I know we are going to set something called community node. So the Docker is up. Okay, right. Wow. So I think the Docker is up right now. And anything else? Let us run it. So I'm going to go with my IP address dot, I think it is 585 or 5 something like that. So go and check your ChatGPT. So we are running this on our IP address. This is our URL. And let's run it. So boom. I think we haven't forgot our passport rights. So the server is configured to use secure blah blah blah. So if you have any issue like this, let us edit it for you. So So the reason is you are using this. The reason is you are using this as a naked link. That is why it's running like that. So let us go for the nano compose, and we ask to inputs all call the environment. Okay, and we have to add only this thing to it, the secure cookie first. Okay, so let us get our link out there. So, and press and enter. Well, okay, let us use tab. So, with your dash, no, simply have to move forward a bit. So dash and your code. So you have to click on Control X, Y, and enter. And the next thing is let's first restart the compose Docker. So start ready. Let's see the workflow. And let's just run it again. So boom, as you can see, everything is now running. So you can set up your email. Let me use my email for this. Maybe inputs, the strong password. Now when you click on next. So this is how you're going to set up everything for yourself. And shall you well. Let me pause this video for a while. Now here you have to just actually going to remove something there. So click on get started. You don't have to set up everything. And click on skip. So this is it, and this is how you're going to create your workflow. You want to create a workflow, but there's something you have to do is to let us create the first workflow. Like for example, just want to test this out. Let's go for this. And okay, you have the manual trigger which you can use. Let's go for AI agents. Okay, so let's go for these AI agents. I'm just going to check something out. I'm going to click on input trigger. The data is on. Add the chat model. So everything is installed. I don't think you actually need to actually install anything. Okay, so everything you need is installed. So thank you for watching. In the next video, we are going to be talking about creating some automations, because I don't want to bore you with explaining what it's something to maybe you can just, this is AI, the action something, transform data, you can learn that in yourself. But we're here to learn the automation and the workflow. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Welcome guys, in this video I want to show you how to install n8n on your local desktop. So first thing you have to do is to download this Docker desktop. And for you to download this Docker desktop, you have to go here and search for Docker. Okay, Docker desktop. So after you search for Docker desktop, you are going to go to the first one, the first results. After you go to the first results, we see on how to download it. So as you can see, you don't need to choose any plan right here. Okay, just click on download for desktop. Okay, so after the download for your desktop, okay, you are going to install it, and after the installation, you can sign in or not. After then, you want to go to the search bar and search for n8n. Okay, n8n is going to pull out something for you. So the one you have to run, you have to pull this one first. Okay, you have to pull this one. So let us pull it. This is the latest. As you can see, this is the latest. We are going to pull it. So after you pull it, it's going to install on your PC. You are going to see it like this. It's going to be installed on your PC. And after it has installed on your PC, there are ways you have to set what we call some environmental variables and deports. Okay, And for you, if I kind of technical person, you can use this code, okay? Just run this one. It's going to run automatically, okay? But the thing is, the reason why it won't run on your side is, you have to create this storage, okay? Like, this is your admin/user. Or let's say you want to create a new storage, just go here at your document and create n8n backup. As you can see, after you create the backup, you can now copy the code. Okay, copy the code right here and paste it right into this sheet to replace the location of the n8n data. So you want to know and also back up your data whenever you want to update your new one. Okay, so that's what I do. Let us push it and see. So it's still running, almost like 1.1 gig if you want to run it on your PC. Okay, so after running that finish, you have to set some variables. So I'm going to pause this video for now and let it install. So that is how you are going to install whatever you are going to install. Okay, because I have like multiple things I'm running here, like a lot of it. And even this thing is look like so big for me. So let us explore the settings. I want to check something. Start Docker. Make sure you just leave this on there. Again, and that SS. Then use base engine run a wire runner. Okay. Future developments. Please don't store this. You can just try to update the thing like that. Okay. So it's trying to update. We have the builders. The knob is running. This one is running. We have the Docker engine. Resources folder. Enable CPU. Visualization when container. And all. Yeah. I think we have to utilize that one for now. So, I'm never. See, I see. Okay, that is safe for now. So, this is n8n. As you can see, this is the n8n. Now, what I'm going to do now is to click on run. So don't just go and run it, like I said. So I want to name your container n8n. You want to start, set the port to 5.678, and the hosted part is going to be like this, okay? Like I said, you are going to create a folder. So for me, I'm going to create this n8n backup. I have the n8n that I'm using before, but I want to use this backup. Hey, I'm going to select the folder. After selecting the folder, now type this, okay? Just this. After typing this, paste the date. Now we have what we call environmental variable. So you will not have any issue. If you don't use this, you are going to have issues when it comes to some times, and you're going to reset your n8n. It's going to clear your data. You have to start from fresh, okay? So you don't have to do that. So click on value and click on add the second environmental variables. Add these node EVN. I think is it node EVN? Just node EVN. And we are going to add production. Okay. And I think there is if you want to add some of your keys right here, this is where you're going to do it. Next thing is click on run. So after you click on run, it's going to run your n8n right now. So everything is loading. So as you can see, now you can access this thing. There it is one. Okay. Runners enable, name runner enable. Now you can run it. So if you go to inspect, env, you are going to see whatever, the months. So you are going to see whatever you want to run there. This is n8n backup propagation true. Now let us fire up our n8n. So we are going to see our n8n on this local disk. Okay. So the reason why, you are going to see slash setup. So the reason why you are seeing this, is because, I actually back up my workflow. And that is the reason why you are seeing this. So this is the last, node I run before, filling the workflow. Okay. So just input your name, input your name, password, and everything like that. So if you want to back up your folder, just make sure you back up your folder. Like if you want to install it again, because it's going to actually show you here, when you want to upgrade. Okay. We're going to show you here when you want to upgrade. So because it's going to bring an update always. So I'm going here to create workflow. We want to create workflow. We have the templates. you want to use some templates, that is if you know how to, you have the variables, you can use this one. So insights, so I don't know why they are, I haven't obeyed the insights for was. So this is actually one, and you can check out whatever you want to check out. We have the settings. So if you are installing it for the first time, you have to actually do something. Go to the community node. When you get to community node, I don't know, maybe this thing's kind of running again. Let me just uninstall the one. So I went to install a community node. I don't know, maybe the community node is actually working again. Okay. So let me just check the workflow. Local. Let me localize this thing. Please. So we have this one right now, community node settings, blah, blah, blah. You want to go to it. That's what we call a community files. So just click on browse more. So I want to check on something. Maybe I can actually run anything there because okay. So this thing has been updated. Look at ways, blah, blah, blah. That's another trigger and some files. AI, OpenAI element, basic element. Let's check the basic element. Okay, it's okay, it's working. So these things are quite working. So these are the node you want to install, and also make sure you install this NCP. I don't know, but most people actually make it a content. It's called multi-context, I don't know that it's actually running because I've done something on this before. So a lot of nodes are here. You have the HTML to Markdown, folders, document generation, Luba, DeepSeek, Lemon Lab, the Puppeta, Evolution API Download. I think I'm going to need this one. Let me go to settings. Let's go to settings. Leave without saving. Community node. Install a community node. Let's close the HTML to Markdown. So it's going to add some node and additional node to your PC. If we have this text manipulation about to modify text, you can even click on it to see how you can use these tools. Okay, they are what we call the node for Amplify. Okay, this is Amplify. We want to use that's what we call the Amplify. So we want to use node for Amplify. So let's go here. I'm going to face node for the Amplify. I don't know this due to workflow. So there are people that are creating their own workflow themselves. They have no papelis, they have partiality, the image, they work like a lot of extra content given from a URL. So not really doesn't work. No headers, 2,000 banners. I think this is okay. This will be okay. Let me check. Now we have this running. So you can just install the one you want. You don't have to install everything, okay? You don't have to install everything. I don't know what they are talking about this. The top node. Let me try to install this thing and see how it works. So this is the node starter. As you can see, just check it out. You have this one for text manipulation, from text to binary, blah, 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 extensive. So this is just their use cases. We have the one for this and other starter. So we have the one for tools. I don't know what these things are probably working with, okay? So which one we have to install again? This one is still spinning. So we have the browser layer, the file crawler. The file crawler, we have the grow, the NCPG, data validation. So we want to see the one that people are using, we'll just go and we'll download it this week. Okay, so this is the most downloaded this week, the JATSWap, MCP, document generation, PDF kits, using for PDF to transfer image to PDF as data, the global, I don't know the name of this global constant. So, that's it for now. I think it's Power BI. Yeah. Let's see the most downloaded this month. So these are the most downloaded this month. Okay. So I think that is it for now. And thanks for watching and do have a nice day. If you want to run anything on an n8n, when it comes to joining videos, joining things together, you are going to need FFmpeg. So as you can see, we have this issue or this error because FFmpeg was not installed. So this is how you are going to install your FFmpeg on your local desktop. Number one, you have to go here on your terminal. You're going to see terminal here. After you see terminal, make sure you go to the one that say bash, git bash. After you get to the one that say git bash, you want to follow this command, okay? So first thing, you have to input what we call the docker ps. After you input your docker ps, it's going to show the name of your n8n container, as you can see. Now, you are going to use this container like this. I'm going to copy it and edit it for you. Paste it like that. Now, you are going to replace this, the n8n docker, because the reason why I'm using this one is I've installed that one on my VPS. So, this is the docker, the HC, the IT user root, n8n SCH. So, make sure your name is n8n. If you install it like I showed you, it's going to have the n8n. So, click on enter, and we have entered the container of n8n itself. Now, we have to install what we call two things. Number one is add ffmpeg, okay? We are going to add ffmpeg, and after we are done, we are also going to add ydpld, or let me just try to add both together and see if it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to paste both and click on enter. So it's fetching it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Still waiting. So make sure you have a good network for it to able to run well. So I'm going to pause these videos. Just this. If it show error, I'm going to show you that this thing comes with an error. Doesn't, then we are actually good to go. Okay, I think we're getting there. It's fetching it. So the ffmpeg is still installing. As you can see, make sure you have a strong network. So this has been completed, as you can see. Now I think you can try it again to run this our node again. Let me try to pin all this. Let's pin it, and let's try to run it again. So as you can see, it doesn't show an error. So we use this node to join an MP4 and MP3 together, and it's going to generate the image. So if the ffmpeg is not installed, it's going to show us error. So that is why we are using it that way, and that is how you are going to install ffmpeg on your n8n container. So just click on Ctrl C. I think we'll just close it and we are done for now. Thanks for watching, and let us meet in the next module. So let us start installing what we require. So if you have a desktop, want to be using your local PC, you have to start with the Docker desktop, which is the URL, install it and run it. So this is how it's going to look like when you get your Docker desktop. Okay, it's going to look like this, and make sure you register. And after you register, here is the only thing we need is the terminal. We need the terminal right here to work for us. And as for you that is going to use VPS, after you log in your VPS, you buy your PSVS, log in, you are going to put your IP here. After you input your IP, you are going to put the name here and click on save. So this is one I see, which is my setup. I'm going to load it. I'm going to log in, the route that you used to purchase, and also the password. Says in there, access is in there. So as you can see, now we are here. So as for you guys, that need this, you have to install the Docker, because there's no way you can run the Docker without installing it on your VPS. So these are the way that you are to run it. So you are going to input this one sudo app, input this one as second one, input this one as third one. After include finish, input this one and input this one, and sudo docker version is going to show you the Docker version you are running. So let's go. I'm going to enlight it in a bit. I click on it. The Docker version is meant to show, as you can see. This is the Docker version, and add your user to Docker group and run without sudo. So I don't think you need any of this. Okay. Now let us work with the Docker compile. I don't think you need any of this. So I'm going to actually strike this one out. Strike this one out. Now we have the composer. So you need this one too. So you want to paste this one, nano composer, this thing. After you paste it, you're going to composer up and run. So that means it has been running. Now you want to run anything on here. This is how you are going to run the n8n on with your local PC. Okay, you are going to copy it right here and paste it right here. Go to your local PC. And go to dbash and paste it inside your dbash. Okay, I don't want to paste anything else here because it's already running. So after you have installed that to finish, go to your container and you are going to see it in your container that is running. The n8n is going to be running and you can access it via this URL. Okay, can access it via this URL. And as for you guys, you have to input your IP here. If you are using the VPS, you have to input your IP here. The IP address is supposed to be here. Okay, replace this with your IP address. Okay, it's very, very important. If you are using VPS, replace this with your IP address, or you can even use the local host. Okay, you see, if you are using the n8n on VPS, have a custom name direct to this to the URL. Now we have the next one, which is called the Docker. We have this one, which is called the storage. Now, there is a thing we have to do right here. For us to install is Docker. Okay. For us to install this Docker, let me show you one thing. Here would be where the data will be stored. Okay. Here will be where the data will be stored, but I think I have another one that's been running for like a while. Right now, I have the direct one that you can actually run. So for those of you that are using this, you can copy this one direct and paste it inside this dbash. Inside this dbash, okay. Want to access this dbash? Want to access this dbash and come, guys. So you are going to run it here, put it here, as you can see. After you paste it here, it's going to run for, this is on, for the n8n. So you want to run Minio on your Docker. Coming, guys, just want to check something out. Yeah. So this is the one you are going to run for your VPS. So I'm going to use this VPS. So this is what you are going to run, and you are going to input your username here and your password here. So let us run this one inside our VPS. If you want to run for local compressor, then just make sure you don't copy the VPS. This is local computer. So this is for VPS. You want to run this one on your VPS, copy it right now. And this is the password that you need. I'm going to format it later because I have to remove it. So this is what you need. So you can see, as we said, unable to find image, but it's going to actually show everything like this. And this will be the local host for you to access this. And make sure you remember your password very, very well. And there'll be a lot to do after that. As you can see, now it's running. So for us to run this one, we are going to be running our IP address along with this. Let me check something. 5. Okay. Alright. So copy your IP address, and then what is the one? That is .9000. The IP address .9000. If it doesn't load, that means it's actually running. but you have to wait for some time being before you can access it. Okay, this is 901 and this is 900. Okay, so just let us wait for some minutes for it to, as you can see right now, the decor error has formed from setting up network proxy not found. So we actually have an issue with the network proxy, which is not found. Okay, which is not found. Which is not found. So let's see where we get everything wrong. So we have to remove this network proxy from this. Okay, let's remove network proxy from this and let us run it again. Okay, let us run it again. Yeah, let's run it again. So let's say you already make mistake like mine. Go to Docker image ls. So now we have 3 Docker here. We have the latest this thing right here. Okay, now what we are going to do right now is to run this and let's run this one again. If you get an error, that means we are going to remove this Docker. Okay, so as you can see, you have to remove this to be able to use it. So we are going to ask ChatGPT how to remove the menu. This is what I use most of the times. Okay, so how to remove the menu in container and image. So I'm going to just input this. As you can see, I think we are done. So let's use our to list whatever we want to list again. Docker. Let's go for Docker PS. Docker image list. Now we have our only image, which we have already removed. And let's go back to this one. See what you can run. So now I think it should be running after it has been done. So this is just for us to install the menu for some time. So as for you that are using the local PC, you are going to run it the same way like I gave you, and you are going to see it right here. So after you see, you are going to start it. So after you start it, you have to click on it to know when it started. Okay, as you can see, you are running with a version release 1 month before the latest, blah blah blah, like that. That is how they are going to talk about it. Now, don't forget how you are running it before. So if I click on the web UI, these are the API, but this is the web UI. So web UI is different from the API. Okay, web UI is different from the API. Don't forget the password you used to log in before. Okay, so use it to log in, and after you log in, you are going to create. So this is also for you if you have already get access to yours. That is reading very well. I don't know what is happened to this, that is not that well with this. So after logging, you have to log in because we need to create something. I forgot my password. Alright, forget my password. Let's see. Posts. Can you have it? Yeah. So remember, this is what we use it for. And this is it. You have to create what we call the NC bucket now. Go to the buckets. You have to create the new buckets. You are going to name it NCA toolkits. Okay, toolkits. Just like the 1 year. Okay, just like the 1 year. So after you create this thing finish, this is where your file is going to store. So click on edit policy. Okay, click on edit policy and put it in public. So now the next one is getting the access key. Go to the access key, create an access key, okay? And then you are going to need to save your access key somewhere, okay? Save this your access key somewhere and make sure you put it and doesn't expire, okay? Just here and click on create this and click on create. So that is it for this. The next video, I'm going to show you how to install the n8n. So if you are still having issue with your browser like mine, just make sure you go to ChatGPT to give you how to install the menu right. So we can go back and purge this again, okay? Let's purge it again. So how to run menu on my VPS Docker Ubuntu. So this is what helps sometimes. So let's go. We've already done this. Don't have to run this one. Okay. Now this is what we need to run. So let us try and run it and see if there's any changes. If there's any changes, then you are going to see this. Right. So I think we are running the latest, or we are running the query format. Okay. Now let's see. Let's run it again and see what we got. So I think this actually went through. So this actually went through, and I think I'm going to replace it now. So let's replace it. Let's remove this. Replace this. So I think we are now done. So you can log in on your side if you want. I'm still going to remove this to rerun my. So that is it for now. Thanks for watching and do have a nice day. We are going to show you how to install. Let me check my documents. Oh, my sheets. Oh, where is this? Let me grab my documents. So, I fixed some tutorials because if you decided to run it as it is before, you are going to have an issue. But I fixed the tutorial like installing the minigo run 247, which I've already modified on the Docker and everything like that. Now we have our menu that is running. So let me show you something before we proceed to installing the NCA toolkit, because that is what we are going to install next. So it's 5 dots. 5 dots. Yeah, let's go. So this is the GUI. That means the interface. So we have what we call the API is going to be 900. You are going to understand when you come to that, like how this thing works. So first thing you have to do is to create a bucket. As you can see, this is how it is, and I've updated everything right here in my folder. And we are going to click on create bucket. After you get to create bucket, you want to search for NCA toolkit. Okay, toolkit. So you are going to create buckets. After you have finished creating the bucket, you have to, as you can see, the access is RWA. We have to take the access to a public. If you are using the latest of this thing, it's going to give you an issue. So that is why I decided to update it here. Okay. So if you are the person that is running this one before in your local, you don't have an issue. If you are running this on your desktop, I've updated it and you won't have any issue to start with. Okay. Now we need to get the access key. Now go to the access. Go to the access. I'm later going to choose mine when the time comes. So go to create an access key. As you can see, this is the secret key. Okay. You have to save both. Okay. Word counter. You have to save both. So number 1 is the access key. Number 2 is the secret key. You need both, or else you are going to have an issue. So let's paste our access key here. We know this one is the access key, and we know the second one is the secret key. So this is a secret key. I'm still going to remove everything. So don't copy mine, or else you are going to have an issue. So after done with that one, we are going to skip this. I can run this cocoa. So you have to take notes before running these cockerel. We are not here to run this cockerel now because it have their own part too. We are running this step 3, which is NCA toolkit. So what you are going to do right now is copy this. Okay. Whether you are using okay, if you are using the this is local and this is for VPS. Okay. Let's go for the VPS part. This is what the VPS you can change it on to local hosts. Okay, change it on to local hosts. So I think I have some in my that I've used before. Yeah. Access configuration, local host access key. I just want to check on something. Data volume, I don't think we need this one. This is for, let me just move this one. Yeah, let's move this one. So this is the one we are going to work on now. So these are the things you have to take notes when you are running this. So I'm going to paste it here. This is how you are going to run it. Now we have the Docker run. So your API key is going to be the key. So the API key for your NCA, whenever you want to use NCA, is the key. Okay, this is the API key. You are going to need it when you are running this thing. Okay, the API key should be the key, or you can set it to anything you want. So maybe you can set it to my key or your key, but just make sure it is the key. Okay, if you are running it on a local host, which means your local desktop computer, you have to leave this one to this. Okay, this is your API key. This is your API endpoint URL. So your access key, you are going to replace this your access key with this one. Okay, and you are going to replace your secret key with one we copy. You will need that one. Okay, and the next thing is the bucket name. The bucket name we created right here, which is called I've already done this one. That's this one already. Your bucket name, go to your this is NCA toolkit. That is your bucket name. Now you have to replace it here. NCA toolkit. Your S3 region should be none and leave the rest. So let us run this in our if you are running it on your local PC, you can leave this URL. But if you are running it on a VPS, you have to use localhost. But I love running it on my VPS, so I can use it wherever I am 247. That's the reason why I'm using it on your VPS. So if you want to run it on your Docker desktop, it's still the same. But make sure you leave the URL to the host. Leave the URL to the host, or you might have an issue. Don't come back here and say but we have a forum that's already created for you guys to get access to all of all the info. Maybe I'm going to get a group for us to manage. Okay, so you are going to go to the terminal. This thing will finish. For you that want to run, we have. So yesterday we run Minio, we run anything, which is pretty easy. Now we have to go to close the terminal first, go here and select the gpash. That is one you are going to use. So paste it right here. Paste the thing right here to install your NCA toolkit. Okay. After you install it, you are going to see, if I haven't deleted it, you are going to see it somewhere around there. I think it's somewhere around there. So, as for you guys that is using the VPS, so go to your VPS, fire it up. Okay. Roots. You put your password and let us install our NCA toolkit. Now go and copy whatever and make sure everything is correct. You see we are running it on VPS. So let me go here and I think I'm going to do this one first also. So localhost, let me check it again and make sure there is no mistake. Localhost is correct. Now let us copy it. You can run it here. So you can run it here. Make sure if you are running it on localhost, like I said, on your you have to change this one to the previous URL, which is right here, which is and don't change this one to local to this post Docker host. Okay, so you can do whatever you want now if you want it. So we are going to run it now. I'm just going to show you guys how to run it. And then the thing about this thing is you won't be able to see this anywhere, but make sure you set it up very well so you won't have any issue. Maybe in the data day when we are starting this thing, you might have an issue with it if you don't set it up right, okay? So as you can see, it's going to download everything, pull up everything, and make sure everything is great. The reason why we are doing this one is whatever storage this is going to use, which is the NCA toolkit, which composes of multiple things we want to use, okay? Like media video, creating videos, photos, pictures, everything like that. This is the storage that is going to use, and everything is going to store around here. Okay, it's going to be stored in this place. Okay, so that is it. So the next one we are going to install, let's go to the next one we are going to install is the Kokoro TSS. We are going to install the Kokoro TSS. So we are going to install the CPU version. Okay, and if you are using desktop and your this your thing can run for like on GPU. Like mine, I have a GPU I'm running on, and if you go here, you are going to see the Kokoro here, the Kokoro TSS. If you go to the image right now, Kokoro TSS fast GPU costs like 20 gig. Okay, it costs 20 gig. The GPU costs 20 gig. I think the CPU costs like 3 gig or 4 gig or 5 gig like that. So this one have an advanced thing done the essence one. So now we have installed, let's say we have installed, number one is the menu, we have installed the menu, and number two, we are installing the NC toolkit, which is highly required. Okay, it's highly required, it's highly needed for us to be able to make this thing very, very operative. That is the reason why we are installing it. And after you have installed it successfully, we'll call something the API endpoint. This is what we are going to use for the API endpoints. Okay, make sure you save everything. For you guys that are using PC, we have created everything for you. Okay, this is the HTTP for the if you set up correctly, you should be able to access your n8n badges. And if you are using DPS, just need to replace this with your DPS address. Okay, and for menu, you can use this one for your menu if I run it on localhost, and you can for NCA toolkit you only need an endpoint. Okay, we only need an endpoint, and it's not going to show. It's not going to show anything. Just make sure you set it up very well. As you see, NCA does not have a web UI. This is just an API. There is GitHub to find out about the endpoint and what can be done. Okay, so they have their own URL for that one too. So after the installation is complete, I think we are all good with that. So thank you for watching, and let us next video we are going to work on how to install the Kokoro. This thing is even easy. You can even run this yourself. Like I said, if your system have a GPU like mine, let me go through the adverb many means to show you what the GPU means. So I'm running on NVIDIA, or Nvidia, or whatever you are calling it. As you can see, this is my GPU, okay? 15.9 gig shared memory. I have 2 GPU. I have the Intel and also have NVIDIA, which makes it almost like, so this is dedicated GPU memory, and this is the shared memory. Almost like 32 gig for me to actually access, 32 gig worth all this. So just 2 of it and it's running. So that is why I can use Kokoro on my PC, on my desktop. That is why I installed the GPU version. We have the CPU version, we have the GPU version. Okay? So after the installation, everything has already handled. So I think we are actually done with this one now. So thank you for watching, and let us meet in the next episode. This last video, this module, which is setup module, we are going to install called Azure. This is actually important. You can run it everywhere. like I said, make sure you change your URL. If your URL is, this is for the people that are using the local PC, and this is for the people that are using the, when you are using your VPS, which I actually, I'm agreed to, like the one I'm using, change it to localhost, okay? So if I want to use it for my VPS, I'm going to change this one to localhost. Okay? So just change this one to localhost. Or your VPS address localhost. Or your VPS address. So copy it right here. And go to your VPS and plug it into it. So, and if you are running it on your PC, this is just copy this one. Okay? Don't think, if you are even running into a localhost, you don't have to add this one, okay? Don't think you have to add this one. Let me check for the base rule. So I don't think you need to add this one. If you're running into your VPS, okay? Don't need to add this one, just this one. I think I'm going to replace it now. Just this one is okay. This one is okay. So, going to paste it right here. Should be running on the, on this one. This one we should be running as, by some upgrade, which we wouldn't like to be used on the latest. Okay? You wouldn't like to be, you have to be on latest. This is the one I'm running before. So, I don't know, there is no why they put it right here. So, P should be 8580, but I'm running my own on 3000. So let's change it now. This is 8580. The P should be on 8580. So this one should be 85. Okay, this one should be 85. So after this one has run successfully and it has run finished, it's going to look like this. So let me run the one I'm running before, and you have to register and login. Everything like that. This one might not be running again because I think Kappa is lost in my plan on this server. That is why I got on this server. So just for this tutorial, so keep it running. So we want to access your base rule. As you can see, we already access our Kokuru. I can stop it now. I can run the VPS one. And I have our base rule here. Just click on start. So we have our menu running. We have our base rule. You have our n8n, you have the Kokoro CSS. So, you should also run everything. That means you have to keep like the 5 running. Okay? Keep this running, keep this running. So if you're on VPS, you don't need this to be running. It's already running. You don't, so this one will be running, this one will be running, and this one will be running, and anything will be running. Okay? But if you are on Docker desktop, you have to set it up yourself, or else you are going to be having an issue. So let's go to the localhost. So localhost is not working for us. I think he's still loading. He's still loading something here. I'm still going to clear this one for now. So we have to wait for it to load finish before it can run. Or maybe you can just go here. This base blue, as you can see, just copy this localhost after it has been done. We paste it here and run it here. So it's going to load it directly. So I'm going to load it directly. I'll use this one. It is, I think it's running. Let me check when it's running. So it's running on 86, running on 86, running on 86. So this one should be 86, not 85. Okay? 86. Yeah. It's running on 86. So let us wait for it to finish running so I can show you guys. So if you are having an issue, you can just tell ChatGPT to delete this thing, to show you how to delete this. This is what I normally go for before. So I'm going to go to there. So as you can see, we already seen this here. So just go to your Docker image ls. So you are going to see your base rule right now. So you can just ask ChatGPT that you want to remove this. Okay, just click on Ctrl S, and I want to remove the base rule. Okay, So you can install the latest if you want. If you want the latest, when the local host refuse to run right now, you call, okay, I think it's having this crash error. Okay, it's having this crash error, as you can see. It's having this crash error, I think, it's going to actually fit the comment to Postgres, database, blah, 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 device kind of thing. So I know it's going to still connect, but you still have to wait for some times or for some minutes for this thing to connect. Before like 5-10 minutes before it gets connected. So let's go to localhost to see how we are doing. We have these just checking something. Let's begin localhosts. Let's go for 86. Yeah. So this, as you can see, this is how it's going to look like. So the site now found, if you got here, that means congratulations, which means the Docker is still loading. Okay, Docker is still loading, and after it loads finish, it will ask you your username and password, which you are going to use. Okay, so let's go back home. It's going to ask for username and password, which you are going to use. So let's see the one I use to run this installation. So I use 85. So that is it for now. That is it on how you can store the base role and make sure you sign up. Hey, after you sign up and everything will be going well. So thanks for now. If you are watching these go again and I see what I even run before, yeah. So as you can see, so this means like this thing is having an issue. So waiting for Blazor to become available might take 30 seconds. So I think it's having available, you can restart this thing and it's going to go. So the next videos, then we are going to start with the workflow proper. I'm going to give you the workflow and how you can get videos, upload on videos as your background because you're working on the reels and short motivational quotes there or whatever things you decided to choose. Thanks for watching and do have nice day. Previous video, I've shown you how to install the manual, how to install the n8n toolkits. By now, you should have it running. If you don't have it running, wow, block, you can check the video again. So I'm going to explain to you again. Before you need your n8n toolkits running, your menu must be running. Because that is where you are going to get the access key and the pocket name. Okay? So, and for n8n toolkit, there is no GUI, which means there is no interface because it's an API endpoint. Okay? Now, we are going to install what we call the base role. What we call it, the base role. So, now, Kokoro TSS, guys. Kokoro TSS. So, if you want to install the GPU version, you have to have the GPU running, just like mine, before you can install, and it costs you 20 gig to install. As you can see, this is the fast GPU. Make sure you install this one 2.2, or you're going to have an issue if you don't install 2.2, 0.22, because it's going to run slow. But GPU version, you are going to run this, and you can run the one on your VPS, you want to run it on your Docker desktop, and it's still the same way to run it. There is nothing wrong here, but maybe make sure you keep your IP address safe. So here's what you are going to run it. Just go here and type it docker run pss kokoro as GPU. So it's going to pull the image, and how can you access it? So how can you access it? You can access the Kokoro with your IP address and this, okay? But the API might give you an issue because you have to run in sometimes. So that is how you can install the Kokoro, okay? And for you to access it, just click on, it will already create a container for you. After, so then just click on run and give you the full view of how the Kokoro is going to look like. See, it's running. After it's finish, it's going to actually run. And after this time that's run finished, it's going to show you some model that has been running. Okay, you can access whatever. Don't delete the image and but don't delete the container. You have to start again. So just want to leave this one for now, and let's go and see what we are running on. So you can either use what we call the hosts API, this one, okay, /web, /web. Okay, we will run this thing internally. Just copy this. Just copy this. It's going to show you the Kokuro. And if you are the one that's using VPS, just copy your IP address and place it here. And n8n/web. You want to access the Docker. It's going to even show you here. You want to access it, so you can see. So this is it. This is the application. This is the web, and this is the we also have the API running, blah blah blah, like that. So let us load it again. This one again. If this one is not running, just go here, localhost/web. If you are running on VPS, like I said, you are running this thing on your VPS. If this one is not going, as you can see, this is not going through. Then you should use your localhost, your IP address, as you can see. So if we copy some words here, let's copy some words here and paste it here. Just paste it here. Okay. And let's select any voice, because this is what we are going to need. And I'm going to select, I think this thing is even up the head. Let's choose, I love to use, Adam, and let us generate the speech. Let us generate the speech. This is how the Kokuro is meant to look like. So, as you can see, it's showing you when you can generate it, and we can even play it here to hear how it sounds. And we have the autoplay. You can, so preparing, let's play. Let's play it. Okay. So, you're not, I think you're supposed to play it, yeah. I'm using the, supposed to play it here. Only when you don't have this thing doesn't play, but because now it's first as the reading. So listen to it. Apart from counting words and characters, our online editor can help you to improve word choice and writing style, and optionally help you to detect grammar mistakes and plagiarism. To check word count, simply place your cursor into the text box above and start typing. You'll see the number of characters and words increase or decrease as you type, delete, and edit them. You can also copy and paste text from another program over into the online editor above. The autosave feature will make sure you won't lose any changes. So that is it for the Kokuro. And if you want to access the API endpoints, this is what you are going to to go through, as it is docs. I think you are going to go to docs, so you are going to see the API endpoint and how you can use it. Okay, so this is the Kokuro API endpoint. As you can see, most of you that are developers will already know how this thing works. Okay, list of models, list of name. You already know how this thing is working though. So I think we are done with that one. And like I said, if you are running it on your VPS, you just need your IP address plus this, and it's going to show up. Okay, so that is it for now. And thank you for watching. And do have a nice day. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to run the base rule. Base rule. This is so important because this is going to be our storage. This is going to replace Google Sheets. This is going to replace Supabase. This is going to replace the Firebase. Okay? Because this is where we need an important information to store it. And you have to be able to it yourself. You don't have to pay anything for this. And this is a UI. Okay? So, thank you for watching. And do have a nice day. So, in this video, I'm going to show you how to run the second TTS software, which I call the Open-Edge TTS. This is a free text-to-speech software, and it's also Kokuro alternative. The reason why I suggest using the second one is because Kokuro sometimes have some days what we are called think, okay, what we called error. It normally show error sometimes. So you want to digress from using it, and if you want an alternative, this is the best alternative I can offer to you. So as you can see, just go here to the Docker. You can run this one on your PC or on your any local computer in desire to use. But normally, I normally run this one on my VPS. The reason why I run this on my VPS is to make sure that I'm able to get access and run this thing quietly without any issue. But now I'm going to run it locally. I mostly run my software online, as you can see in the video, and I'll also show you how you can also do the same thing. Okay, so let me just show you how you can install it locally. So you want to install it locally, just go to a terminal here. Okay, after this thing loads finish, you want to go to terminal. So after this one has been done, just go to the terminal. I'm going to start again. Here's the terminal. Click on the terminal. It's going to show you this. And the next thing, let's see if the image is not available yet. So I don't think the image is available yet. So let's go to container and let's click on this and click on paste. Now it's going to find the image and it's going to run and install the image. So if you want to use something like this, after the installation, you are going to use the local IP. As you can see, this failed to register, blah, blah, blah. And just close this for now. So that is the reason why I love using this local IP. It's running now, should be running now. So now it's going to pull everything. So after pulling everything directly, we are going to run it locally using this. So let us wait for it. And let's read it. So after we are done with the installation, here is the usage. Okay, as you can see, let's go to our n8n locally, or you can only run locally. Let's run our n8n locally. So here's my n8n. I'm going to start it. So let's go to local. So we still need to wait for a while. So I will be back. So this thing has been running locally. And this is the name. Okay, this is the open HTTPS. As you can see, this is it now. It's running locally. You want to check for the else. I think guys, is there any way to check for the else if this thing is running? So I don't think there's a way we can check for the else. Let's see. Normally, I should run this thing. So now I'm going to delete and rerun with this correct key. Okay, I'm going to rerun with this. So let us delete. We are going to go to Docker, stop, and copy this container ID. Paste it here. We are going to stop this one. We want to stop any Docker container. That is what you are going to use. Now, we are going to remove it and also remove the image. Okay, I'm going to remove it and remove the image. So we are done now. Now we are going to delete it. Now we are going to go to the image to delete the image too. Search for, this is it. So the reason why I asked for us to use this, I'll show you now. Now let us go to the terminal again. We want to click on this plus and change to dbash. Paste it right here. You want to use an API key or want to use an API key, you can use this one. But if you don't want to use an API key, just go here, okay, where it said require API key and change it to false. Okay, change it to false, and then now we are done. I think we are done. So we are done with that one. After this one has been installed completely, that means we are done. Now, we should have our n8n running by now. So this n8n sometimes takes some time before it's run. Let me check something. Oh, we are still in the image. Let's check something. So still processing. So I'm going to reload and restart again. I'm going to reload and restart again. So now that everything is now accessible, I'm going to go create a workflow for to test this our software out. I'm going to click here and search for HTTPS. I'm going to click on request. Next thing is to go to here, to the usage. So I'm going to use this first usage. This is the first usage and click on it. We are going to click on import call and we are going to click on import. Then boom, we have no BR API key since we have set our API key to false. Okay. Now let us click on here and test it out and see what we got. Now what we got is offline because our IP address is not more reachable. So my IP. So search for your IP address and you are going to replace it here with your local host, your real IP address. So you can go to IP to location, blah, blah, blah. What's my IP address? IP to location, get your IP address. I don't think this is my IP, this is my real IP address. So this one, I don't think this one is going to work because that's fine. That is not what I use. Okay. So let's see this one. I think this is going to work. But if it was supposed to work, it was supposed to be this slow. Okay. So that's why I prefer sometimes using my VPS to run it. It make it very fast. Like I said, it won't run. Okay. It might not run. So for you to get your IP address, so I have to get my IP address using CMD. So we are going to use CMD to get your IP address. Okay. So I think you are going to input IP config or what is, this is your IP address. So go to your CMD. I don't know why it works, for, Windows user, but, I don't think this is the one. I don't think so. Let's play. I don't think this is the one. Okay, this is the one. Let us play. Hello, I am your AI assistant. Just let me know how I can help bring your ideas to life. Now, if you want to change the speaker, just go here to the play voice sample, and I also have some voice sample which you can use also. So, like here, I'm going to go for this Ryan or Thomas. Okay. So this is the voice. Just copy the name and go to this and click on execute. Let's play it. Hello, I am your AI assistant. Just let me know how I can help bring your ideas to life. So we're done with that one. Now let us proceed on how we can make our workflow works. Okay, how we can design our workflow and how we can make it work. Okay, make sure you have installed whatever you want to install. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching and you have a nice day.